Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Bailey, also known as CringeMcCringle, and welcome back to the channel and to yet another video review. While I have been digging through my collection, which is currently sitting in a bunch of boxes stored in my mother's basement, I have found quite a number of random figures. And today I'm going to be talking about perhaps one of the more random figures, especially from Transformers Animated. Today I'm going to be talking about Transformers Animated BotCon 2011, Fisitron. Starting off in robot mode, Fisitron / Iron Fist, who he is also known as, is looking great. The first thing that hits you when you look at this guy is the bright, bold, and very unique colors. He's molded in three main colors of plastic. A vibrant fiery orange is the main color, covering a majority of his torso, shoulders, and upper legs. He also has this seafully saturated turquoise on the bottom portion of the arms and legs, with some hidden inside of the chest. And then there is the third color, which is much less interesting, as he has gray for the elbows, hands, and the knees. Fisitron has been given a new head sculpt that was also used on the widely beloved Auto Troopers. However, his head is way more colorful than those guys. He's got a nice blue base with these perfectly painted orange goggles and adorable blue eyes. He's also got a thick neck. He's got some other small details that are worthy of mentioning. The shoulder pads, which are molded in orange and then subsequently painted in black, also have this mildly metallic magenta applied. On the shoulders, he's got a black stripe because, yeah, details. This robot design is wonderful. Thank you, Derek. I genuinely love how this design looks with the big, bulky chest and the shoulders with the somewhat squat build. However, he hasn't been given a weapon that, in my opinion, matches this design. For his accessories, Fisitron has these two black pieces. Now, you might be confused on what they are, but if you plug them into the hands, you will see that they are Ratchet's defibrillators. That took a few tries to say, but I did it right, so let's go. These, however, have been designated on his instructions as his Nucleon Shock Gauntlets. Sure. On his right arm, we find this orange tab sticking out. When you push this tab and hold onto the black tab, you can actually push forward his arm for some shocking action. Overall, it's an alright gimmick, followed by a very terrible joke. Alright, so going over the articulation for animated Fisitron, the head right here can look left and it can look right. If you want to be technical, it can look up because of the transformation joint. Depends on if you want to count that or not. Be my guest. The arms do rotate 360 degrees, and I can't tell if this is in focus or not, but I hope it is. Arms go out like that. There is a elbow swivel, bicep swivel, whatever you want to call it. Double elbow bend to go 90 degrees, pretty good. And then we're just going to move the arms up out of the way for a T-pose action. He does not have a waist swivel, but it was 2011, so I'm not going to complain too much. Legs go forward, legs go back, legs go out. He's got kind of a knee-thigh rotation here. Knee bend, and then if you want to be technical, the feet can do that, but that's more so for transformation and they don't really do anything else. So, Fisitron. For the most part, Fisitron has some solid posing potential and articulation. He's only lacking a waist swivel and ankle tilt, but despite that, you're still able to show off a lot of character. Now onto transformation, it's fairly simple but fun. My favorite bit of engineering is the chest piece where the front treads extend out. And here we have Fisitron in his vehicle mode. I gotta tell ya, Animated had the best Cybertronian modes of any Transformers fiction, and it's not even close. We got to see all of the main cast alt modes, and many of them were very unique in design. This alt mode is perhaps the most unique out of all of them in the series. I mean, just look at it. It's funky, it kind of looks like a turtle with a big shell on the back, and limb-like treads along the side. Not to mention, the front of the vehicle totally has a Pokemon-like face. Just look at it, he looks like he's eeping. Anyway, the colors in this mode look just as good as the robot mode, but we do see just a few different things. Going back to the shell roof, we see that the roof racks are painted in that turquoise color, and there are some red lights. Plus, there's some slats molded in there purely for design's sake. The side of the vehicle mode has this massive Autobot logo tampographed onto it, just in case you needed to know what team he was on. And I forgot to talk about it in the robot mode, but I love this red clear plastic going across the front, very angular as animated always is. There are wheels on the bottom of all the treads so he can roll around. And finally, he's got some pretty solid weapon storage with the shock gauntlets tabbing into the back. Overall, Fisitron is a great figure, and while it does suck that he was only limited to BotCon, therefore making him expensive, to say the least, there are at least some other cheaper, more affordable ways that you can experience this mold with the Toys R Us exclusive animated Cybertron mode Ratchet, the Ironhide figure, or sometimes, if you're lucky enough, even maybe an Auto Trooper. Not so subtle foreshadowing to future content. But anyways guys, that'll do it for today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.